YouTube was good, man. It's your boy Swain. Welcome back to my channel, Truly Indigenous, where the unpopular opinion is popular. You know what I'm saying? RIP to PNB Rock. Very, very unfortunate that happened to him, especially being only 30 years old. He was senselessly gunned down, behind some bullshit. But this is the product of emotional men. This is the product of women glorifying and turning street dudes into sex symbols. This is the product of beta males. This is why I tell you all that the beta male is very, very dangerous and a demise to society. Strong men create easy times, weak men create hard times. And right now, this is a hard time for PNB Rock's family. You understand what I'm saying? The only reason men, black men especially, feel obligated to be a street dude is because it's glorified by the females in society and amongst our society today. Now, I'm not saying all women glorify street dudes, but it is a known thing that the street dude is what's deemed as sexy and attractive to a lot of women. And it's not even, and here's the sad part, it's not even just in the black culture or the black community. This is why you see a lot of guys who are not black. You see white guys, Asian guys, all types of races of men trying to, adopt the thug persona, because social media has turned the world into a melting pot. So the sexualized sex symbol of the street dude is becoming a known thing across different races of women and not just black women anymore. And that's what's making it more dangerous, because now you're creating a society with even more dangerous men. And whenever you have a man that's emotionally ran, he's very dangerous because he will not think logically anymore. Do you think a guy who had an alpha mentality would rob for money, or rob somebody and kill somebody for a chain or a scat pack? Do you think that men who have alpha personalities are doing this? Or do you think it's the men who can't accept losing in life? Or do you think it's the men who have jealousy? Or do you think it's the men who want to impress a woman so bad so he will take jailhouse chances and even kill in order to be in her good blessings? Because a lot of women are attracted to men who are known to be street dudes. This is why you have guys flashing their money on Instagram. This is why you have guys flashing, not necessarily flashing, but bragging about the crimes they have committed, and a lot of them are getting caught too. This is why you have a lot of guys, if they get shot, they're glorifying it as a badge of honor. America has a way of celebrating subpar behavior, which is why we have overweight women and fake wannabe street dudes. Because society glorifies the overweight woman and says, hey, she can be a BBW and still be beautiful. And society wants a guy to be a thug, take street hop chances, tat his face, wear man bags, and we call that attractive. That's that's the facts of the matter in society today. And as long as we keep continuing to have this mindset, we will keep hearing stories about dudes getting killed over dumb shit. It won't. The only reason that it's a lot of attention to PNB Rock is because he was PNB Rock. But this happens to men on a daily. This happens all the time. And I'm gonna tell you what it all boils down to: pussy. I know some of you like, no man, he got robbed because of his chain. But why did they want his chain, according to the story? Why did they want his chain? Why do men do crime anyway? Why do you think you have guys robbing dudes for their Hellcats? Because they want to have a fresh car to impress a chick, or they finna go get some money so that they can have more women, because money brings women. That's the reason. You think dudes are just doing crime just because? Women are the reason we compete. Some men compete, successfully in the business world. They start a business, they leave a digital footprint, they work on their image, and they become somebody. That's how they compete. And then you got others who try to cheat the game, and they compete with crime, and they fall into the way of, or they fall into the web of the women who want the thug. And that creates a very, very dangerous society. Let me give you an example of what I'm talking about. Steven Jackson, ex-NBA player. Y'all can go look this up if you don't believe me. I believe he won a championship before, and I also believe he was an NBA All-Star. Don't quote me, but The point of the matter is that he was a successful guy. He was a 1% guy at one point in his life. He made it to the NBA. He's like 6'7" and he had millions. That's success. Most men don't ever get to that type of success and make that type of money. He made it to those levels in society to become older in life in his 40s. Maybe he's in his late 30s, but I know he's definitely in his late 30s or his 40s. But to become a man of that age, to go stand in front of a hood and rep O Block in Chicago as it's some badge of honor is very sad. And this is what I mean by we are celebrated when we are subpar. Going to jail is subpar. Sagging your pants is subpar. Getting felonies is subpar. Actually, it's below that. It's failure. It's horrible. Getting shot and dying early is horrible. That's not successful. Who wants that type of lifestyle? But see, this is the programming and the delusion of men who are chasing women that much till they are willing to take these type of chances to say, hey, I'm hard or I'm a tough guy. When most of these men are bitch made and pussy is a motherfucker. And you have a lot of guys like, the problem is gun violence, man. Gun violence. We need to get rid of the guns. No, we need to be off with the heads of the weak ass men in society because the guns aren't the problem. It's the weak ass men who are holding the guns. I got a gun, but I'm not finna go just kill anybody just because. There has to be probable cause. Like my family or life is threatened or my life is threatened. But see, when you put guns in the hands of weak ass men, this is the type of society that you have. That's why when you go to the military, they're going to give you guns. They're going to give you weapons that can cause death, but they're going to put you through training first. They're not just going to hand you a fucking hand grenade and an AK and say, okay, you're a soldier now. You go through training. And the training that we must go through is breaking the slumbers and the programming of society. Most men are very domesticated. And because you're domesticated, because you're emotionally driven and you're thinking like the female, killing and crime is at an all-time high. You want to know what else is at an all-time high? Low testosterone levels. I wonder why. Now you wonder why killing and robbing and all of these things are at an all-time high. Because men are not acting as men anymore. We're out of uniform. We're very, very mentally weak. And we mask it with tattoos on our face. We mask it with sagging our pants. We mask it with, oh, I'm a street nigga. No, you're a bitch. And you're not man enough to go compete where it really counts. So you just glorify this street shit and you end up going to jail and you want to blame the white man for your demise. But it's black men killing other black men. Then you holler Black Lives Matter, which was created for a reason. They give you Black Lives Matter. They give you a reason to do crime, and then you put the money back in their pocket to keep funding the society that's causing you to be at a demise. That's the cycle. That's why I've never been an advocate for wearing jewelry and having loud things, because you might as well have a sign that say, hey, come rob me. I made it. I got money. Come rob me. And it's very unfortunate that you cannot enjoy nice things without death being a reward. I don't want to call it a reward without death being an option for you, but that's the world we live in. And you can't live in a fantasy world and think that you are above that. But see, the reason that a lot of dudes need these things, you need the Hellcat, you need to have an AP bust down or a knockoff, because most men don't even have the money to afford that shit. But you need that because you haven't done the work, so your alpha energy ain't on shit. A woman will only notice you if you have certain things. You can't just step into a room and demand attention off of your pure alpha energy because you ain't put in the work. I'll go to a club with no chain. I don't even wear jewelry. I won't have on no wristwatch, no earring. I just put on a nice shirt and some jeans, and I'm gonna pull bitches. Because it's not on you, it's in you. And a lot of you don't have it in you. That's why you rob dudes for what's on them, because you want it on you, because you ain't got it in you. And that's the reason that this is happening. And we're going to continue to see stories like this. And the only reason that his is so glorified is because he was PNB rock. But this happens to average everyday dudes all the time. And you know, I told you all, you want to destroy a society, warp the minds of the women, because the men are going to follow, especially men in this society, because they're very domesticated. That's why you have guys wearing man bags, looking like a straight bitch. I told y'all the type of work I do. I do private security, and I'm checking IDs sometimes, and I'm seeing these guys at the door. The women are no longer wearing purses like they used to. The men got the purses on, holding their girl's phone, wallet, and everything. Like a little bitch, you digging through your little man bag for your accessories. Nigga, what the fuck? But see, this is what happens, bro, when you have men who don't think for themselves. Men are literally becoming women. And you wonder why women aren't respecting us, and why women are being in their masculine so much, is because they are around a bunch of feminine ass men. And I know that there's a lot of feminine men because the killing amongst men is so high. That's acting in your emotion. You don't just kill nobody because you're having a good day. You kill somebody because they made you feel some type of way. It usually stems from jealousy or anger, which are bitch ass traits to have. Jealousy is a feminine trait. Men shouldn't be feeling jealous of other men. What the fuck? Listen, it's going to always be a dude who got more money than you, who taller than you, who probably look more handsome than you, got a better car than you, got a better bitch than you. It is what it is. Who cares? But see, you can't think like that because you're not a matter of fact. And being a matter of fact is how you're going to win in life. When I mean by being a matter of fact, just having the attitude, it is what it is. You glorify these rappers who aren't even street for real. They're literally characters who are businessmen, who put on a persona as if they in the street, and they not in the street. You think they selling drugs, but the only thing they ever sold for real is lies to you. And you bought those lies, and now you in jail. And it really affects our younger generation of men more than anything because they're so impressionable. This is why I don't fuck with celebrities. This is why I don't fuck with the media. This is why I don't fuck with reality TV and all of this bullshit, because it's all fabricated. It's a lie. And it literally controls the narrative of what we think is reality in society. City girls glorify street dudes. You got so many young women who are following these city girls, and they think that they attracted to street dudes. What kind of sense does that make? I want a baby by a dude that's gonna kick a dough. And then you have a baby and he gone and he in jail, and now your ass is left in a 1-bedroom apartment, a fucking single mom mad at the world. But you wanted to date the street dude. You wanted to date the guy that took jailhouse chances. Now he got life, and now your ass looking dumb as fuck. I'ma hold you down though, boo-boo. You got 7 years, but I'ma hold you down. The fuck is that? Why do we glorify that so much? That's why I never went to that trap museum. For those of y'all who don't know me, man, or know where I'm from, man, I'm from Atlanta, and we got a museum out here called the Trap Museum, and it literally glorifies street life. Like that's some badge of honor to have. That's subpar as fuck. And I understand that there are some guys who made it, who got it out of the trenches and all of that shit. I get it. Cool. We all go through hard times. But your hard time may not be my hard time. Your hard time may have been living in the hood. Another person's hard time may have been living in a 2-parent household, but his parents was never there, so he had no direction. Everybody got different hard times, but those hard times don't make you. They just help you to become better. You are not those hard times. But because it's glorified, dudes still want to be successful and boast about being from the streets and being in the streets and doing shit like that. That don't even make no sense. You done became successful and moved to a nice neighborhood. Now you want to come back and kick it in that motherfucker like shit is all good. You can't do that. And I get it. I understand that you want to show this is where I came from and I'm giving back, but you also have to understand that you live in a world where jealousy exists. It does. So you go make it and become successful and come around people who came from where you came from, but they didn't make it. What the fuck you think gonna happen? You gonna get your goddamn noodles popped. Right? But see, so many men live in a fantasy world because you think like women. Women live in fantasy land. Men aren't supposed to do that shit. You're supposed to be logical. And you think logic is robbing a dude for his chain? That's logic? You need a chain that bad to feel like you somebody? You can't just go out and get it yourself, or you can't go find another means to get money? You gotta rob another dude who worked hard to be where he's at? because of jealousy and envy and weakness is where else it stems from. A lot of men today, a lot of you are too fucking weak to build your own, to create your own path. You're afraid to be judged. You're afraid that people he gonna talk about me. Who gives a fuck? You think everybody like my YouTube channel? I got friends and family who know I got a YouTube channel, and I'm pretty sure they're like, what the fuck is John talking about? I don't give a fuck. Because I'm doing what I want to do. I'm making my path. I'm on my journey. And when you are not able to think like this as a man, you're going to be easily persuaded. I remember I met a chick one time who told me that I wasn't hood enough for her. She was like, I don't know. I don't know. I'm used to street niggas and this ain't, I can't get with this. Okay, cool. But you think I'm finna minimize myself to get in your drawers? Bitch, you not that important. But so many dudes feel the need to put on a front to attract women. I told you, like who like you. If you like who like you, you won't have to worry about impressing somebody. A lot of these senseless crimes wouldn't even fucking happen because dudes would deal with women who like them for them. But see, you have dudes who are trying to attract women who want you to be something that you are not. And this is how you know she don't care about you. She wants you to lessen yourself, to do some shit like that that's going to take a jailhouse chance. Then fuck that bitch. And excuse my French, but fuck that bitch. What is wrong with y'all? When are men gonna get their mind right and understand that, bro, you create your own destiny, you the leader. Women only do what we allow them to do. If all men got on the same wavelength and was like, fuck that, we ain't tolerating this shit, do you know how these women would get in fucking line, boy? They wouldn't act the way they act. And you can't make a woman do anything by putting your hands on her. You make her do what you want her to do by cutting off her access to you. And if she values you enough, she will change. But you got to value yourself enough. And you got to also be able to go without. A lot of you aren't able to go without. You're afraid to miss out on a chick. So you take a jailhouse chance just so you can keep her. Fuck that bitch. And I got to say it like that because these are why dudes are dead and lying in a pool of their own blood because of a female. John, why you always do videos about women? Because women is usually the reason niggas have demise in life. And that's facts. So many dudes are in jail right now because of a female. So many dudes are dead right now because of a female. So you think female nature not important? That's it for the video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, man. Peace.